What's up, Aquarius? How are you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Solari Tarot. It's Greg here. I'm here to do your weekly. You guys, these are new reads. I'm gonna try to keep up with them. I'm starting with the second week because I've been pretty busy in the first week. I did put up your love reads, so if you haven't checked those out, go watch those. But yeah, let's see how weeklies work out. You guys, this will be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's not going to resonate with everybody. If you do need personal reading, all that information is in the description box below. And also, if you guys want to follow me on social media, you can do so over there as well. So, yeah, we're going to do these readings a little bit differently, Aquarius. But I miss you guys. How are you? We're going to use the Halloween Tarot, because you guys know it's always Halloween for me. So let's see what's going on. Aquarius, second week of April. What's up? What's the energy coming in for Aquarius? You guys, these reads are not love specific. If it comes out, we'll talk about it. I do put up love readings for you for the month, but I want the weeklies to focus on other energies that really may need our attention too, guys, because it's not just about romance out here in the planet. We have other things, other messages we need to receive too, you know? What's the message for Aquarius? Okay, you know what, this card has been coming out for a lot of people, and I really understand the energy of why, but for you guys, we have winter. It says the sacredness of pausing. I think is for those of us in the Western Hemisphere that are moving into the spring months, I think that there is this recollection and pausing as everything starts to bloom and we start to really think back to the cold winter, whether that's a physical winter in our environment or maybe just a mental winter, an emotional winter, which often for a lot of people coincide at the same time, right? Because a lot of people have seasonal depression. This card can certainly indicate seasonal depression, but I think that we're coming out of a period of darkness or a bitter cold, and we're starting to see the warmth again, and I think this is very good, of course. But this has been coming out for a lot of people, and for some signs it was really more so referencing seasonal depression. But I do think that there is a root in the idea because we're just now coming out of winter in the West. So, you know, there is this idea for me of, are we looking back and pausing, you know, after the winter and taking a really big deep breath about where we've been and what's happened and where we're going now? This is kind of taking a moment to pause. So in the second week of April, it could be very beneficial for you to make sure that anything that you brought from the winter, any baggage, any 10 of Wands-ish kind of energy that you brought from that retrograde, all that shit that passed, the winter, all those intense moons for some of you, what are you bringing into spring? What kind of energy are you bringing in? I don't know what the weather is like where you are, but it's starting to warm up here. What's the message for Aquarius? What's the message for Aquarius? Second week of April. Aquarius, second week of April. Aquarius, second week of April. Whoa, no thank you. What's the message for Aquarius, second week of April? Folks, not taking all those. I do not know what is up with you guys. What's up with Aquarius right now? Cards are really struggling to come out here. We shall see. Maybe this one doesn't want to give you a card. I don't know. Okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So the first card we have out is Maeve, which is cycles and rhythms. I find it, oh my god, wow. So the right messages need to come out for you, obviously, because we have Maeve and Kali. This is about cycles and rhythms, and this one's about endings and beginnings. Wow, this is a big cycle for you. Something about a winter moving into a spring, moving into a new life, new growth. This could be in reference to some sort of cycle or rhythm of your life. This could certainly be a karmic cycle that you're moving into energy of in this week. Things or experiences that you have experienced in past lives. The cycles and rhythms. Also, this is sometimes things ending, or new things beginning, but there's an idea here of a symbolic death moving into a rebirth. The idea of, the idea of spring, the cycles and rhythms of nature. It's all very natural. There's this really beautiful karmic, simple, sweet, precious energy that's coming through this week for you, Aquarius. It's really beautiful. Very cyclical, very karmic. I really like it. I really love it. Maybe the most karmic stuff we've seen on the channel this week. So I'm stoked about that. Let's pull from the tarot too, guys. And I'm going to use Spirit Song Tarot for today. I've been using them. I've had them for a while, but some of you that have had personal readings perhaps have seen me use these, but I don't use them very much. All right, what's the message for Aquarius? Aquarius, April week 2, 2019. What's in the Aquarius energy? I will not be surprised if the Wheel of Fortune comes out. We do have the Five of Wands here. So we are certainly seeing a little bit of conflict that's coming in, a lot of challenge for you. I have a feeling that you guys have been in a place where you've been feeling very challenged. This could be in reference to your finances, to your relationships, connections, family. I mean, you're in the symbolic winter of something, if that makes sense. Right? So you're moving into spring, but there's growth happening, and I think that's the big thing. I love that the Spirit Song mentions growth at the bottom of the Five of Wands, because often that is the last thing we think about when we think about the Five of Wands. We think about conflict and struggle, we think about competition and competing ideas, competing goals, really clash of wills here. Those are the kinds of things we think of with the Five of Wands. But the truth is that really there's growth there. And I think that this is a cycle or a rhythm that you're starting to pick up on this week, Aquarius. You're realizing that you're moving into the spring. There's a new beginning happening. Wow. What are the other messages for Aquarius? Okay, so we do have the Lovers. So some of you could be dealing with the Gemini, of course. And while I do think that there is a little bit of energy here of maybe a situation where somebody is having a lot of challenge in their relationships, or they're ending some romantic relationships and moving into new ones, I certainly think that that could be a message about this week, but I'm not getting that as the overarching energy. What I really feel strongly here with this representation of the Lovers coming out here is a choice, a crossroads. You know, a moving in a new direction. I really see a strong ending of winter, you know, moving into the spring. And it's really beautiful, but it can be really tough, and the travel can be hard when we're moving into new cycles or new rhythms, especially when we're trying to end toxic karmic cycles or toxic cycles in our life. And obviously, with the Lovers here in the Five of Wands, there can be some toxic cycles. But remember, the Lovers, you know, I know that it's really romantic, guys, and I know that we really do want to, you know, hear about this romance energy stuff when we get on YouTube. But sometimes the growth of a person matters, you know. And the Lovers really does also represent a crossroads decision, making one choice or the other, perpetuating one cycle or ending that cycle and beginning something new, staying in winter. You know, I'm almost picturing, you know, those people that live up in the north or the northeast of America. And when winter comes for a lot of folk, they will travel down south. They will migrate to Florida, and they will stay there for the, you know, for the winter because it's nice and hot, and then they'll come back to the northeast in, you know, the summer because it's still nice in the summer in the northeast. But I'm thinking the opposite. It's almost like you know, go to Alaska for the summer, but then in the winter you go to Antarctica. Some people are perpetuating negative cycles. They're letting toxic situations be in their life. there's a growth that is going to take place here, but I do think that there's, and some of this, for some of you, this is certainly romantic. Because that energy is here. But I'm not feeling this as total romance. I mean, you know. Yeah, straight up. We have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Two of Pentacles. So I mean, there is a decision that needs to be made for sure here this week. Which cycle are you going to choose? It's almost saying. Somebody needs to get really focused on the action that they're going to take. Because somebody's mind could be clouded with all this like challenge or conflict or busy schedule, you know, and there's an idea that something needs to end here, and it's almost like somebody could be trying to put it off. I would see the Seven of Cups usually in that instance, but here it looks the same way. However, the Two of Pentacles is a quite adaptable energy, so it looks like this week you are adapting. I think you're moving into spring. I think you're starting to choose better cycles. Okay, Aquarius, I'm going to use the Kawaii Tarot here for you. I love this deck. It's so cute. The tower's on the bottom. It's in reverse, thank God. I love this deck. Also, for those of you guys that are always asking me what I'm wearing, I know you guys ask me this a lot. I'm wearing a really awesome shirt from a company called Change. This one, it says, "Men of quality don't fear equality." It's a wonderful organization that helps raise awareness, and it's called Change. So if you want to go to change.com, you can check out their stuff, see if you like it. I certainly think it's cool. I like fashion with passion. All right. Tell me about the Five of Wands in this Aquarius energy. Let's talk about the Five of Wands. Whoa, a lot of cards. So we have the, okay, wow. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Six of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles all on one card. So you guys are showing up in the reverse here for the week. So I'm wondering if you're not wanting to end a cycle, because it looks like this could be a commitment for some of you, something that you've committed yourself to doing, and somebody's wanting to move on, because we literally have the Six of Swords here with the Nine of Cups. They want to go find their happy. Somebody like wants to find their inner happy here. This is very deep for a weekly. Normally I would have already stopped this reading. So I'm going to keep going though for a minute. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. Or no, tell me about the Lovers here. Tell me about the Lovers. Weird. Okay. So we have the Fool and the Lovers. Clarifying the Lovers. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. This is a big decision somebody's making here. This is a big decision somebody's making here this week, Aquarius, whoever I'm speaking to, because there is like some intense like left or right energy, and then there's the Fool. Somebody's starting over. Seriously, there's this ending. There's this big ending taking place for you this week, Aquarius. I don't know if you're walking away from somebody or if somebody's walking away from you, but it's like something's ending. And I kind of feel like Aquarius is starting to realize that this is a cycle, though, and it's a cycle of nature, or it needs to happen. I don't think that you guys are terribly upset about this. I mean, I don't think you love the idea of it, but it's like, you know, you need to make a decision, right? But there are intense energies that are coming in this reading, you know. The Lovers clarifying the Lovers with the Fool is just kind of crazy. So, you know, it's very powerful energy. I mean, it's all major arcana there, and it's a trine. I mean, it's like the message could not be any clearer, you know. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. You guys are getting some bonus shit. The Star card. You guys are going, you're moving on your path. You're bringing something very new in. Something quickly. I also feel like a great healing is taking place for you this week. You know, I think it's, I don't know, I think it's moving into a better cycle for you. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. cards are weird. Two of Pentacles, please. Okay. Okay, so what is that? So we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So yeah, Aquarius. I think that there could be some emotional issues this week. Some people might just be feeling like, I don't know if you're saying I don't know if this is meant to be, or someone saying, you know, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is meant to be. I need to get away from this. I need to try to start again here. It's like somebody's ending a cycle and a brand new cycle is beginning. Somebody's leaving the winter. They're leaving something toxic, it looks like. I don't know. That's a very specific message for you guys, and I didn't intend on going down the romantic route, so. But it does look quite romantic for a lot of you, so. Obviously, there can still be very important decisions that need to be made here in reference to the cycles and rhythms of your week, Aquarius. So be mindful of those as well. I'm going to go because you guys got like almost 6 bonus minutes with me. So I love you. I'll see you next week for the mid-months, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.